You guys, your information is public record. So some company will just say, hey, give me 100 iPhones. It's a government contract. And they'll tell you to submit a bid. And you give them a bid for like $2,000 a phone. And they say, yes, here's your award letter. And again, this is all through email. This is all just not through Sam, just via email. And then what people have done is they'll go out and go buy those phones, buy those tablets or laptops, and they'll ship them to that address that they think is the government address. And then that person gets that stuff and they drop it, ship it somewhere else, and it's disappearing. You know, they're calling the government, asking for their money, and the government's like, we have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, Mr. Evans, congratulations.
Hey,
Two contracts in a week.
2 contracts in a week. Yeah, it's you know, it's been it's been work in progress, you know, and it's so because I've been at this for a while. I admit I haven't been working it as hard as I could have in the beginning, but the last couple of months here, really been focusing on it. And you know, as Wes knows, I've actually built a team around this work now. So I've got people working for me, you know, looking for jobs, looking for opportunities, talking to subs, and doing all the live work on it. And so you know, so that which frees me up to kind of do, because I do some other things too. And so you know, and Wes is always right. It's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. You know, you know, because you know, starting out, I was submitting, you know, 1, maybe 2 contracts a month. You know, and then it's up to 3, and then I started getting people working for me, and then it was 5, and then, you know, then it was 10. You know, then it was, you know, and now we're up to this month. We'll submit 20 this month. So I'm hoping that this month, with that next month, we'll see a couple more come. But it's all about the journey, and then focusing in on the people you got working it to make sure that they understand the process and what they're supposed to do, and they're not doing more work than they're supposed to do, so that they can have time to do more, they can submit more offers.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's start back for a little bit. So who is Mr. I know we got a lot of new people. Who is Mr. Evans? Like, who are you? Yeah. What do you do? Or what did you even do in the past? If you want to share that. What did you do, and how did you get into government contracting?
Well, I'm retired from the U.S. Navy. I did 34 years of active service in the Navy. Got out, came back home to my hometown of Beaufort, South Carolina, and to be close to family. And then so then I had to figure out what I was going to do then. So I first opened a logistics business. I was doing that, and I did that for 2 years, but I didn't find it satisfying. So you know, I'm not worried about my head. So things that I enjoy doing. And so I started looking at the different opportunities, and then I came across, you know, Wes Fisher. I started listening to his stuff, and that's when I started saying, hey, I can make this happen. And then, you know, then I started getting into it. Then some other things started happening, because I also have a consultancy which I work also, and so it you know, so I wasn't able to deliver the first time, and I said, well, I know there's money in government contracts, so how do I keep pursuing it? And so I said, well, I got to build a team. You know, I've built teams all my life. I got to build a team around this. And so I started about that. So I hired an assistant, and then another assistant. So I have 2 assistants who work this, pay them out of pocket, you know, and I just committed to working this to make it profitable. So awesome. They've been on my payroll for 3 months now.
Disclaimer though, before everyone goes out there and hires a team, let's hear the whole process out first. Everyone's like, oh no, I gotta have a team to be successful.
No, you don't have to. No, thank you for clarifying. No, that's just my story now. You don't have to have a team to be successful. You can do this all yourself.
Yes,
okay.
You can.
You can do it all yourself.
Numbers don't lie. Now tell the people, Mr. Evans, you've submitted total. Now I know you've been in for a little bit, but you submitted total how many proposals total?
Well, up until the time I got my first contract, which was last week, first one came in. You know, we had submitted, you know, only about 30
proposals.
30 proposals since you know, this year. So
30 proposals in a year, and you won 2. Now again, if you want to, you know, if you can condense time frame, right?
Yeah, condense it down to about 4 months.
Yeah, okay. If you could, it would be nice. But you've been you've been with us for a little bit longer, and that's okay.
I mean,
It is what it is. You finally got your first 2 contracts. It is what it is. But now I want everyone to take that as a lesson. For the last year, his team submitted 30 and they won 2. That's great. But now they got things kicking. You were like, oh, what if we submitted that in a month? Right?
That's right.
And now it changes the whole game, right?
That's right. So my goal now is the minimum we're gonna submit is 20 a month. That's our target, 20 a month. And we're not going to let, and I know things kind of wax and wane throughout the year, but our goal is 20 a month, either services or we scout for products, what we can do, what we can find. I say, hey, if we can't find jobs, we go to products.
So tell us about the ones I know you told me, but tell us about the ones you won. What are the 2 contracts you won? What are they about? What's your profit? We got to know numbers. What's up? What we got?
No, the 2 projects I won, one was a janitorial job in Kentucky, and working that one's working for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Okay.
In Kentucky, and so that was a small one, but that was the first one that came in. So we were popping champagne on that one. So that job's probably is a base +4.
What's the total amount of the award? The total
amount of the award is about 36K.
36K total. So your profit
total 36K total. Mm-hmm. And of that, I'll only make 12% on that over that time.
And what is that? 4K?
Yeah, about 4K.
About 4K.
Yep.
Cool. Yep. Not big, not huge, but that's your first one.
That's the first one. All right.
It's okay.
Then 2 days later, at my morning call with my team, one of my assistants comes up and says, "Hey, we got another one." So, so I said, "Okay, well, what's this one?" Well, this one's an elevator. It's an elevator maintenance job, and that one's the base +4, and so that one is about 27K a year. So times 5. Right.
Nice.
So, and again of that, we'll get I think it's 15% on top of that.
You're getting what 20K of that? 20,000
about 20K of that, and that's just the maintenance. Now, if there's work that has to be done, there's an hourly fee for that.
I was gonna say, my mentor, again, I shout out my mentor all the time. One of my other mentors, Jason White, how I got started. Jason White, he mentioned his elevator contract, right? And I was like, elevator man. He said, yes. He told me that when the elevator goes down, like you just said, when the elevators go down, or if they go down, hopefully no one gets hurt, But if they go down, you got an hourly rate that you put money on top of the hourly rate, correct?
Yep.
So my mentor, Jason White, he's told me he's made 6 figures additionally to his contract just because of maintenance and issues on the elevator. Now again, I don't want to get hurt, but
no, but I put 150 on top of the
per hour
on top of the other maintenance. And so anytime they call them outside of that normal maintenance schedule, or anything they don't find in maintenance, they call them to come look at. They pay us an hourly rate.
Exactly. So 24K on top of that is nice, but then you might, depending over the next 5 years, I promise you, elevators gonna go down. Unfortunately, something gonna happen. So you'll probably make a little bit more money on top of that.
We're talking about elevators in what? 2 different buildings.
And what state? What state are they located?
That one is located in. Hold on a second.
He don't even know where it's located at. Got contracts that never even been there.
I got people for that.
I love it. He's like, I don't even know. What state is it?
It's in Georgia.
Georgia. Now you're located in what state again?
I'm in South Carolina.
You're in South Carolina. Your first contract's in Kentucky. That one's in Georgia. You ain't never been there. You ain't never seen it. You ain't never gonna have to be there.
Nope.
So,
yep. So no, I take that back. I'm sorry. The issuing office is in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
This is U.S. Forestry Service. All right. The office is actually in Madison. I mean, the job is actually in Madison, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. That's far from Georgia.
Yeah.
I love it. You're like, wait a second,
Yeah.
it ain't in Georgia, it's in Wisconsin. So you
It's in
got
Wisconsin.
elevators
Yeah.
being maintained in Wisconsin. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
that's okay.
So,
That's okay. Hey, yo, don't click away. Oh, yeah, you can't. Listen, it's my own ad. Hey, but listen, y'all, I'm just recording this informally. You know how I do, guys. I'm a straight shooter. Wes Fisher, if you don't know who I am, I'm a school teacher. I was a school teacher for 8 years, guys. Got into government contracting, completely changed my life. Since I've been in government contracting, I've done over $2.8 million in government contracts. Cool. It's not about me no more. I've been coaching now for a little over a year. My students have been awarded over $40 million in government contracts to date. So we'd love to have you be one of the next awardees. If you want to be that person, feel free to click the link below and book a call with me or my team. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.
So this is so we're motivated now. We're, you know, once you get that first one, we are motivated. And
Exactly.
you know, we had a meeting this morning, and we were counting out the contracts that we have left for the month, and we've got to get 5 more contracts out done before the end of the month to get our 20.
Awesome.
And we're on track with that. We got people lined up to go to site visits.
Nice.
And we've got people who are, you know, we got a couple of products. We got you know, we're talking with a couple of different, you know, dealers on products, and so
Yeah.
so we'll when we again, I told them, I said we're real quick on if we've gotten real quick on, hey, if this doesn't look like it's gonna be too hard to work, pass it on.
Move on
you
to
know,
the next one.
if we can't, you know, because we got to keep our numbers up. So
Yep.
or if, you know, hey, if you spend a day and you try to call, you know, 35 subs, and you know, and nobody's answering the phone,
boom.
all right, let's go something else. Let's go to something else.
Gary's got a question for you, and I know people probably want to know more about your team. But Gary, what's your question?
Go ahead, Gary.
Yes. First of all, congratulations on both your wins. I'm actually working on a solicitation and a proposal for a elevator maintenance and inspection and repair. So there's 3 things there, and I clued in on what you said. It was maintenance and inspection for yours.
Right.
And the pricing that they're asking me, pricing sheet, they asked for minor and major repairs, supplies, time and material. And I gave them a price for that. That's over and above what they're gonna ask for in the maintenance.
Right. That's right.
And then they asked for a callback labor hours.
Right.
That's the rate that you were talking about. Well,
that's right.
For some reason they had it and they wanted it 24 hours. So I'm giving them a rate for a 24-hour service. I guess that's what they really asked.
Yeah. So they're saying they respond in 24 hours?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, they said that, but they had the price sheet pre-filled out with the 12 months for the inspection.
Right.
One piece and one part for the you know, supplies, time, material. And they had 24 hours for the callback and labor. So I took them as, hey, they want a rate for if they have to, you know, come out and do additional work above and beyond the maintenance at a 24-hour rate.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, just just again, that's just crunching the numbers. You know, and so it's you know, to me, I mean, that's where, I mean, you don't, again, that's what I said, you don't want anybody to get hurt, but you want elevators breaking all year long. So you know, so you want them to call and say, hey, we need you to come in, and you know, shoot, you know, and you know, and do they break it out by, do they have a week rate and a weekend rate, or just the rate? It's just the rate, the monthly rate for the inspection, and then I'm talking about for the on call work.
Yeah, on call work. Yeah.
No, it's just the rate. It's just the hourly rate.
Okay, all right.
Your sub definitely provides the service, because the biggest thing is, will your sub provide that 24-hour deal? Will they provide it? Did they say yes?
Yes. Yeah, they have additional costs. Basically, I took their number that they charging me, and I added on top of that.
then that's spot on.
There you go. There
That's
you go. There you go. So yeah, I mean, we got, I think we got 2 other elevator maintenance jobs that we're working now too, because I mean, I see the power of those. So Gary, hey, good on you for seeing that vision, because because I got it too. So I don't know if we're competing somewhere, but hey, hopefully one of us gets it.
Yes, I hope so. And
Gary,
I'm not bidding to win the bid either. I'm bidding to make money. So hey.
There you go. There you go. Well, I think that's again, that's what we get into. But since I'm working a team, I wanted to show, with the team you got to show some success, and that's how you motivate. That's how you motivate your people. So I again, I didn't put a whole lot of money on top of either one of those. But I didn't go crazy with anything over 12 to 15%. 15% is the highest I did either one of those. But the products, that's where I'm looking to make some money on the products. If we get a product job, I'm gonna be making 50 to 60% on my products. So if we get those.
And if anyone's curious, I know you showed me before, your team is based out of South Africa too, right?
Yeah, actually they are. They are.
That's cool. So international. How are they making phone calls?
So they have a South Carolina number.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So anybody they talk to thinks they're in South Carolina. So yeah,
they just make the phone calls, and there you go, from South Africa. Yeah. What's the time difference in South Africa?
It's what about so it's just like kind of VA. We all have VAs. We hire them all over the world.
Yeah. Yeah. And so again, my point was it don't even matter what time.
It don't matter where they are.
Yeah, it don't really matter. And that's so anyway, just to let you guys know, again, I don't have a team for my government contracting, but if that's something you want to do, you guys can see it is definitely successful. You definitely can have success with it. But the bread and butter, like Mr. Evans said, the biggest thing is not until they got 30 proposals in that they won to. You guys remember I always say the odds of winning are like 1 in 20, 1 in 20, 1 in 20. Sometimes people submit 28 and they win one. Sometimes people submit 5 and they win one. But when we crunch the numbers, it always still comes down to 1 in 20. So if you're at 5 for the month or 4 for the month, like you gotta get in the game. You really gotta get in the game. I was talking to someone today. I'll let you finish, Ms. Evans, but I was talking to someone who's not in the mentorship program, and he was like, "Yeah, I think I want to submit like 1 a week and get after this, and I'm gonna really go for it." And I was just like, "You signed up for the wrong mentorship program, bro." Because I was just like, we have the questions. We can get all that stuff, all that all the stuff you need to get done and focused on, like how to fill out the SS 1449, how to do all the different things. We got that, but we also know that numbers don't lie. So
right. So
that's awesome.
So Wes, I've been listening to you. I'm gearing up now for this 150 submission for 6 figures.
365, 1 per day.
That's what we're looking for.
Hashtag 365. Who's ready for it?
So we're gonna go for those 6 figures.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, numbers don't lie. I keep trying to tell people the numbers. If you win 10% of that, you win 36 contracts in a year. No one's doing that. No one's doing 36 contracts. Even if you win 1% of those, that's 3. But if you double and triple the price like I do, there you go. That's all you need.
Yeah. And also threw some incentive out. I told my team that when we get our 10th contract, that I'm flying to South Africa. We're gonna have a party.
I love it.
So,
I love it. Hey, let me know when you go. I want to come.
All right. I'll let you know.
Let me know.
I'll let you know. They're excited about that. So
cool. Is there any other tips you want to share with the group before we move on to Q&A? Any other tips you want to share?
No, I think it's all your secret sauce is all it's out there, Wes. I mean, you do that pretty well. It's just, I mean, like I said, I mean, a lot of people know what to do, but not everybody, does what they know.
Easy to do, easy not to do. It's easy to get one in before you go to bed, but it's also easy not to get one in, right?
Yeah. So do what you know, and it'll start working for you. But you just got to stay at it, so we stayed at it. Now we're starting to see some of the fruit, start to grow on the vine. And so and now we're excited about reaping some type of harvest, here in the upcoming future. So that, but 2024 is hopefully going to be a great year. That's what the goal is. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Evans, for sharing. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Wes. I appreciate you, because you've been real good. You take my phone calls every time I call. So
hey, I try to help you guys out. I do. I do my best to help you guys out. I want you guys all to succeed. Seriously, you guys know me by any means. That's just who I am. Like, I want you guys to succeed. Hey, yo, don't click away. Oh yeah, you can't. Listen, it's my own ad. Hey, but listen, y'all, I'm just recording this informally. You know how I do, guys. I'm a straight shooter. Wes Fisher, if you don't know who I am, I'm a school teacher. I was a school teacher for 8 years, guys. Got into government contracting, completely changed my life. Since I've been in government contracting, I've done over $2.8 million in government contracts. Cool, it's not about me no more. I've been coaching now for a little over a year. My students have been awarded over $40 million in government contracts to date. So we'd love to have you be one of the next awardees. If you want to be that person, feel free to click the link below and book a call with me or my team. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.